Guys, this is so close to her recipe. It's not identical, but it's really close. Well, guys, you know what it is. Comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Give it a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell. Ding, 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 ding. What's up, tasty tasters? So today, guys, I am making homemade, from scratch, mushroom onion gravy. You heard me right. Homemade from scratch, mushroom onion gravy, the way my granny used to make it, with a few twists and turns, okay? Let's just get straight into it. You're going to need some organic Bella mushrooms, or whatever mushroom you choose, whatever Bella. You're going to need some butter. I'm using garlic butter with Parmesan cheese and basil, but you can use regular butter. You're going to need some accent. You're going to need some seasoned flour or just regular all-purpose flour. You're going to need some oil. I'm using organic extra virgin olive oil. You're going to need your seasonings of choice, whatever they are. You know what my usual suspects are. Cherib, Soulard Grill. We're going to use our black peppercorns, our pink Himalayan salt. We definitely have, I'm going to use organic beef broth, you guys. This is what I'm using. You can use whatever broth you choose. If you want to keep this vegan friendly, use vegetable broth. Or if you want to use chicken broth, or whatever broth you want to use, you can use, okay? You're going to need some garlic powder, onion powder, Mrs. Dash seasoning. You're going to need 1 Sweet Vadalia onion chopped. And then you're also going to need, I'm using this garlic Parmesan seasoning dust. You can use, like I said, whatever seasonings you want. This is going to be delicious, old-fashioned Southern style gravy, okay? So, guys, grab your ingredients, come on back, and we're going to make, oh, I'm sorry, I almost left out an ingredient. You're going to need some organic parsley, or whatever type of parsley you want. You can use dried or fresh. It's up to you. So, go ahead and grab your ingredients, come on back, guys, so we can go ahead and make some outstanding gravy. Okay, guys, so we've rinsed my mushrooms, and we're just going to do a quick clean off. Just take a paper towel, and just once you rinse them, now I know they say don't rinse mushrooms, I do. You just rinse them, wipe off any excess dirt, like you're going to like so. See it on your paper towel. And we're going to go ahead and clean off all these mushrooms, cut them up into bite-sized pieces about the same size as our onions, and then we're going to start our frying process. Okay, guys, so we're going to go in with about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin avocado oil. That's 1, 2. And then we're going to drop in our onions. We're going to let this kind of go all over our skillet. And I heated this up first before I added the oil. That's why you're going to see that little... I always heat my cast iron a minute before I add anything. So we're doing this in cast iron to bring flavor. Normally, my grandmother would make this gravy after she had cooked like a pork chop or chicken or smothering chicken or whatever she was doing. So we're not smothering anything. We're just making gravy. So, guys, we're going to use cast iron to try to give me that flavor. We added in some fresh cracked black and some pink Himalayan salt. Okay, guys, so we let this get to almost like between translucent and headed towards caramelization, which is going to build that flavor that we kind of would have if I had some meat in here, okay? So now I'm going to go in with my mushrooms. I cut them into pieces about the same size as my onion. So we're going to go ahead and go in with this. We're not going to add any salt and pepper yet, but we are going to come back and add salt and pepper once they start to drip down, because we don't want too much of that liquid to come out of them. Okay, guys, so now we're going to come in with some of our Soulard Grill, which is this. I'm going to say about a half a teaspoon of Soulard Grill. And then we're going to come in with our Cherib rub, which is this one. We're going to come in about a half a teaspoon of this one. These work so well together, guys. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and let this sweat a little bit more. And then we're going to come in with a little bit more oil in a second, okay? this is what it's cooked down to. Cook for a few more minutes, and then we're going to add our flour. Now we're coming in with our seasoned all-purpose flour, and we're only going to use 1 tablespoon of this, and we're going to cook this out so it doesn't have that floury taste. Okay guys, so now we're going in with about a tablespoon of our garlic parm butter. Now, my grandmother didn't use garlic parm butter, she used regular butter, but I'm using garlic parm butter. Of course, you know, I always put a spin on her recipes. So we're gonna melt this down. And oh, you see all that goodness? That's flavor, okay? So we're gonna melt this down. And then we're going to come in with a tablespoon of cornstarch. So now guys, we're going to come in with our tablespoon of cornstarch to give it that last little bit of thickening. So a tablespoon of cornstarch. And you want that, you see that right there? That's flavor. So we're going to add our tablespoon of cornstarch like we just said. And then next we're about to come in, guys, with our broth. Ooh, that's flavor for real. So now guys, we're going to come in with about 2 cups of broth. 1. And here is 2. Sorry about that guys, that was a steam. So we're coming in about 2 to 2.5 cups of broth. And you want to get those bits from the bottom. Oh, you see that? You want to get those bits from the bottom because that is your flavor. So guys, we're going to kind of start to bring this up to a boil, and we're going to finish our seasoning process, and then we're going to let this thicken, and then you're going to have some mushroom gravy. Now to this, while we're bringing it up to a boil, we're going to add in about a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of my garlic powder here, I'm going to add in a teaspoon of our Parmesan wing dust. We're going to add in about a teaspoon of that. About a teaspoon. We're going to add in a pinch, very little to none. Oops, I almost added in too much. Hold on. Hold on guys, I'm trying to make sure I don't add in too much of this. I'm going to add in about a pinch of our accent. Then we're going to hit it with about a half a teaspoon of our Mrs. Dash. We're going to stir this up and see where it goes and see what we need to add, or if I need to add more liquid. So after tasting it, guys, I went back in with a little more of our Pink Himalayan salt, probably about another half a teaspoon or so. And now we're going to let this go and start to thicken up. I'm going to taste it and then make sure I don't need to add anything else. So guys, after tasting it, it's really good, but it needed that depth of flavor. I was like, what is it missing that my grandmother put? It needed some just regular old butter. No garlic butter, no, it just needed regular butter. So guys, I added in some more regular butter, and the last thing I added was a pinch of white pepper. A pinch of white pepper, because white pepper brings the difference to the table than black pepper. So guys, I added in a pinch of white pepper and that butter to give me that rich. There it is. That's what I was looking for. You see that richness? Yes, yes, yes. Guys, here's that pinch of white pepper we talked about. A little pinch of white pepper. We're good. Okay, it's starting to thicken, as you can see. We're going to turn this up. Now this was on simmer, low heat. You can simmer this and let this simmer for about 30 minutes. Or if you want a little quicker cook, you can cook it for about on medium heat for about 15 minutes. But as you can see, guys, it's starting to thicken up. So we're going to finish thickening this up. And we're going to drop this on top of some mashed potatoes so you guys can see what it looks like. Okay, guys, so now that our gravy is almost done tightening up, we're going to come in with our parsley. I'm going to add in about a half a teaspoon. You see how our gravy's tightened up? Ooh, it brought a little color. It's pretty. So our gravy is tightened up tremendously, as you can see. And we can turn this off, and it's going to continue to tighten up. And we're going to plate this up and show you what it looks like. Okay, guys, so these, we have my mashed potatoes. I'll put the link in the description on how I made these below. Then we have some hormone-free, some chicken nuggets, guys. I have a homemade chicken nugget video, but I actually am not doing that one today, okay? So here we are. Here's my gravy. We're going to do that pour. Okay, tasty tasters, so here it is, our mushroom gravy, mushroom onion gravy, guys. Homemade mushroom onion gravy, southern style, my grandmother's way. So let me taste it and see to make sure that I got as close to hers as possible. And of course, you know, we added some stuff. I added some stuff that she didn't add, but let's just see. Ooh. Oh my goodness. This, she would be proud of me. This is almost identical to hers. Only thing it's missing is that fattiness when she cooked the meat or whatever that was in it. This is so, oh my gosh. I gotta let my mom try this. And my brothers. I gotta let my family try this. Guys, this is amazing. That. Guys, this is so close to her recipe. It's not identical, but it's really close. Well, guys, you know what it is. Comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Give it a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell. Ding, 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 ding. So you can know next time LB comes up with another video for you. So until next time, tasty tasters, it's always a pleasure. See you next time. Oh my gosh, I gotta. My grandmother would be proud. I did that. Yeah.